Thank you so much for joining me here for this early morning 10-minute routine. We're going to get started in cat-cow. So taking the hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips, we're just going to start with a big inhale, lifting the chest and the tailbone and just allowing the tummy to sink. And with the exhale, we're going to press down through the hands, drawing the belly button up towards the spine, tucking the chin and the tailbone under. Breathing in, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest. And with the exhale, pressing down, lifting the spine, tucking the chin and the tailbone. Keeping that movement going at your own breathing rhythm and adding in any movement here that feels good. So just taking the opportunity to stretch everything, maybe all the parts that have been static while we've been asleep. So we can always sink the hips forwards and backwards, maybe taking a little roll of the neck or stretching the sides. But checking in with all the joints and the muscles here, turning the ankles, stretching the hands, and just noticing any little areas of tightness. And when it's all feeling that little bit more familiar, we're going to come back through our center, through our tabletop. And from here, we're going to tuck the toes behind. As we inhale, we're going to lift the knees. With the exhale, we're going to take the hips all the way back and up into our downward facing dog. And if it's super early for you as well, then maybe just taking a little pedal of the legs here and a little shake of the head, just allowing everything to kind of fall back into place. And with the next inhale, we're going to sweep the left foot all the way up behind. As we exhale, we're going to draw the left knee into the chest and the shoulders come forwards over the wrists, landing the left foot down somewhat in between the hands, but taking all the little shuffles that it takes to get it there. From here, we're going to land the right knee down, untucking the toes and sweeping the arms all the way up in front. And as you breathe in, just allowing the hips to sink forwards, reaching up through the fingers. From here, we're going to tuck the back toes. Breathing in deeply, we're going to press the back heel further back, and it's going to lift that right knee up, coming up into our high lunge. And it's just one really deep inhale at the very top. With the exhale, we're going to land the right hand down, making that part of our base. And as we inhale, we're going to sweep the left arm high, rolling the left shoulder back with the inhale, reaching through the fingers, breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. From here, with the next exhale, we're going to land the left hand, turning through the right, bending into the left knee and the left hip, finding our way down into our left side Skandasana. And maybe checking in with the left heel. So if it's lifted, we can always place a block under there. It's going to make us feel that little bit more supported and help us to find that place where we can balance. And maybe just taking the palms to prayer, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest, taking a really deep inhale, allowing that big stretch all down the right side of the legs. Here we go. We're going to take the hands back to the front, turning back towards the front of the mat. I'm going to press down through the hands, stepping the left. And from here, we're going to land the sole of the back foot. Breathing in deeply, extending the left leg long, and we're finding our way up into our pyramid. So maybe taking the hands to the shoulders here. So maybe taking the hands to the hips here, rolling the shoulders back, breathing in and extending along the spine with the inhale, and with the exhale, folding forwards. And we get to stay right here, allowing that huge release all through the back of the left leg. If we want to move things forwards, then we've got the option to take the blocks about halfway between the front foot and the back foot. If we rest the hands on the tops of the blocks with the fingertips pointing towards the back of the mat, we're just going to start by tucking the chin, and that's going to help draw the center of gravity forwards. With the next inhale, we're going to come up onto the very tiptoes of the back foot, breathing in deeply, and the last little option is going to be to lift the back foot entirely, drawing the knees alongside one another and squeezing the tummy to draw everything in close. Breathing in deeply, one last really deep inhale here. And with the exhale, we're going to land the back foot down, taking the hands to the hips. We're going to bend into the left knee, lifting up through the center and stepping the right foot alongside the left. With the next inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up overhead, reaching up through the fingers. And as we exhale, we're going to fold forwards, taking the hands to the shins. As we inhale, we're going to lift the chest halfway. And as we exhale, we're going to land the hands, stepping the feet back to plank. And from here, it's just one really deep inhale. And with the exhale, we're going to take the chest forwards and down. And as we inhale, drawing the chest forwards and up into our upward facing dog, lifting the chin at the very top, breathing in deeply. And with the next exhale, we're going to lift the hips, tuck the toes, the knees lifting high, taking the hips all the way back and up into our downward facing dog. And from here, with the next inhale, we're going to lift the right foot all the way up behind, squeezing to lift it as high as it'll go. As we exhale, we're going to draw the right knee into the chest and the shoulders come forwards over the wrists, landing the right foot down in between the hands and taking all the little shuffles that it takes to find that place where we can lower the left knee down, and with a big inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, maybe just allowing the hips to sink forwards, but keeping the chest really open here, lifting through the fingers. One really deep inhale at the very top. And with the next inhale, we're going to tuck the back toes, pressing the back heel a little further back to lift the left knee. Breathing in deeply, and with the next exhale, we're going to land the left hand down to the floor, reaching the right hand high, rolling the right shoulder back, breathing in deeply, allowing that huge release all through the right hip. There's just one more really deep breath here. With the exhale, we're going to take the right hand down. We're turning through the left this time, sinking down into the right knee and the left hip. And knowing that if we've got that right heel lifted, then we can always land it on a little block there. But as we inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, finding that place where we can balance, and maybe taking the palms to prayer. Taking one last really deep inhale here. And with the exhale, we're going to take the hands back to the front of the mat, turning to face the front and moving the blocks back towards the very top of the mat. From here, we're going to land the sole of the back foot, extending the right leg long, drawing a deep inhale in through the nose, and maybe taking the hands to the hips. And that's just going to help us to find that place where we can squeeze the shoulder blades together, extending through the spine with the inhale, and with the exhale, folding forwards over that right leg, allowing that big release all through the back of the leg. If we want to take it that little step further, we're going to take the blocks about halfway between the front foot and the back foot. And if we place the hands on tops with the fingertips pointing behind, we're just going to start by tucking the chin. And as we inhale, coming up onto the very tiptoes of the back foot, breathing in here and maybe lifting the left foot, drawing the knees alongside one another, squeezing the tummy to take everything close, tucking the chin, breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. Taking one last really deep breath here. And with the exhale, we're going to land the left foot down, maybe taking the blocks back to the top. And as we bend into the right knee, we're going to lift all the way up through the center, stepping the left foot back alongside the right. Breathing in, sweeping the arms high, and as we exhale, we're going to fold forwards, taking the hands to the shins, lifting the chest halfway, and then with the exhale, we're going to land the hands, stepping the feet back to plank. And it's just one really deep inhale here, and with the exhale, we're going to take the chest forwards and down, inhaling, lifting, and with the exhale, sending the hips all the way back and up into our downward facing dog. Drawing a really deep inhale in through the nose. With the exhale, we're going to land the knees, sinking the hips back towards the heels and resting the forehead down.